Hi guys, welcome to Mala's Verse. Welcome if you're new here. Welcome if you have been here before. Thank you so much for joining me in today's reading. Today's reading is going to be for the zodiac sign of Leo. So before we get into your reading, Leo, take a few deep breaths and breathe out through your mouth. All right, Leo. So the card that we have for you is the Seven of Cups or the Seven of Emotions, which is your main message here. And the question that's coming through very strongly, because I was trying to figure out what are these seven cups or the seven different fish here. So it's just interesting that it's the same color uh, for the fish, which is, I feel like it's a goldfish. Maybe it's different. I don't quote me. But it's just that it's different attires, different roles. So what different roles have you been taking up for others, especially here, Leo? Because is that serving you? Because what's happened here is we have the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, after which we have the Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, and also the Four of Wands. All four Wands energy, very fiery energy, and you are a fire sign, Leo. So that's interesting to see. But before the Seven of Swords, we do have the Knight of Cups and also the Ace of Cups. So this feels like someone had come to you with an offer which reignited something in you, and especially something that you love to do. This does seem like based on a romantic connection, but if that's not the case for you, for most others of you, I do perceive that this is something, a rekindling of energies or a rekindling of a connection from the past, or someone that you barely probably know, but you so what's happened is they offered you something, especially it's emotional. I don't like wow. I don't feel that it is material, because it's the Knight of Cups, not even Pentacles. It's more so the charming energy. Maybe this person, where helped you or made you go on an emotional high in the positive way, so making you feel very joyous, very happy, very content. Maybe they were giving you a lot of compliments that sounded genuine as well, which clearly with the Seven of Swords feels like trickery or something that they were trying to get something out of the situation for themselves, rather than being genuine with this offer that they had. Because we're going from the Knight of Wands to the Page of Wands. That's a deduction in the rank. And what I am perceiving here is this essentially, if it is in terms of a romantic connection or something like a romantic fling, this sounds like a love bombing situation where the person came in promising a lot of things in the beginning, and they swiftly moved past you as well, or scooted as soon as it didn't serve their purpose, or as soon as it was too much for them to take. Or maybe they just wanted to be in this fun honeymoon phase and not commit at all. It could be any number of scenarios, so only take what resonates with you. For those of you which who don't resonate with having a romantic fling around this or that kind of situation, I certainly feel like this is someone coming to you, and supporting you emotionally in some way, shape, or form, with the intention of receiving something from you in return. Very transactional energy. I don't feel like this was genuinely coming from the heart, to be honest. And I do know it sounds, well, I don't like talking like this, but I do, that's what I'm seeing in the cards. That's the truth that I'm feeling here. So only apply what is true for you, Leo. And so what's happened with the Knight of Wands to the Page of Wands is, I feel like they promised you something in the night energy, that they would support you, or they would stand with you in some way, shape, or form. But with the Page of Wands, and especially the Page of Wands here, it's and so the hair is multicolored, but their attire is entirely black, and there's a black cat as well. Only the face is white. So it's like their intentions are so hidden, and it's just their face that's visible. So it's only face value. There is no value in their words or in their actions. One is that, and the other thing is, this person going from the Knight of Wands to the Page of Wands is acting like, well, I didn't say any of that, I didn't tell you to care for me as much. That kind of a language is coming through. Like, they did not ask you to do something for them, or they didn't necessarily promise you something. So acting all essentially not aware of what the situation is, acting like it, although they know what the situation is. That's energy I'm receiving. And so that prompted you to actually reach out for support with the Four of Wands here. I do feel like this is a very spiritual group of friends that you have reached out for support to or for. Please, I hope you understand that essentially the group of friends that you've reached out to for support are very spiritual, or you have actually reached out for support to your spirit team, and you've meditated a lot on all of these things, especially how your heart center, your emotions, and what you're communicating, how are these things being connected, and how is it coming out, how are you receiving it from others, what are the blocks or what are the lenses which are, probably not letting you receive the actual truth, where you are not able to see in some way, shape, or form people's truth or what their true intentions are. So a lot of meditation certainly has happened on this situation. But with the Seven of Cups, what I'm receiving is you are in a situation where you are being asked to analyze yourself, Leo. How many roles are you playing for so many people? Because I do feel like you are a person who wears their heart on the sleeve, and you love supporting others, you love taking care of others, and there must have been something that you were focused on, is what I'm receiving here. Because I did see before the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, so you're dedicatedly working on something, either that or you are a master at something. And especially I feel like emotionally soothing people, or maybe you are a master at different things, you are good at certain things, and so people come to you with their woes and worries for help. And that's what has happened here. But I feel like it's happened on a deep impactful way, because it's coming up in your energy very strongly. So you are being asked to look at what all roles do you take up, Leo, and how much of that is actually in a productive manner for your own life and living, not just this moment. How much of it is actually helping you in life, how much of it is actually creating greater for you, for your life, and for those around you who genuinely support you, with the Four of Wands here. Because I perceive that you are, you may not realize, but taking up so many roles and being an advisor or a caring person, and so, giving away your resources, especially your biggest resource, or any human being's biggest resource, is their time and energy. So if you were, especially before this entire scenario, if you were focused on something specifically, and you knew you had to change something, and so you were working on it dedicatedly, and if that's the time this person came up to ask, for some help, or they were offering you something, or they came into your life, maybe that's a pattern you need to see. Do you tend to get distractions in these forms when you dedicate yourself to a goal? And if so, what can you now do to move through these roles in a way which serves you and for the greater group good of everyone involved? It's not just the greater good of others, even for yourself. What can you do to move through these different roles? What capacity of each role should you take up at a certain point, and how much time should you dedicate to that, alongside dedicating time to creating the life that you want to live, the goals that you want to achieve, the targets that you want to achieve? Because, Leo, you are a beautiful person, because there's so much emotions and also a lot of wands energy here. And I do feel like you're driven by the fact, or you're driven by a heart center, especially in terms of wanting to be of use to the society, or of use to the people around you in a genuine manner. And I don't feel like it's transactional at all, or I don't even feel like it's people pleasing, but it might be the people pleasing energy here, which is coming up, wherein the Seven of Cups, you take up different roles, and you tend to forget yourself. So essentially, boundaries is the message, but also recognizing there's no harm in taking up different roles for different people and helping them in some way, shape, or form. Definitely go ahead and do it, but it should not be at the cost of your own well-being, Leo. So, Leo, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me in today's reading. I hope that this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below. Do like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you again so much for joining, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye.